The cardiovascular system, also known as the circulatory system, is a vital system in the human body responsible for the transportation of the blood, nutrients, oxygen, and waste product. The cardiovascular system also works with the other body system to regulate body temperature, pH balance, and immune response. That's why the proper functioning of the cardiovascular system is essential for overall health and the well-being. The understanding and the study of the cardiovascular system have developed over centuries through the work of the number of scientists, researchers, and the medical professionals. So I will talk briefly about the evolutions of the cardiovascular system. The first one is the William Henry, is an English physician, is often credited with the discovery of the circulatory system. In 1628, he published his influential work, De Motu Cordis, which means on the motion of the heart, where he described the heart as a pump that propels or transports the blood in the closed circulatory system throughout the body. The next one is the Michael Cervantes. Cervantes is the Spanish physician and theologian, which made the important observations about the pulmonary circulations. He proposed that the blood must be passed through the lungs to the oxygenated and then circulated to the rest of the body. Unfortunately, his ideas were met with the oppositions and rejected. The next one is the Maccaro Malpighi, which is an Italian physician and biologist, made a significant contributions on the understanding of the blood vessels. He used the microscope to study about the structure of the capillaries, and his work helped establish the concept of the capillaries network and its role on the circulatory system. The last one is the Carl Louis. Carl Louis is the German physiologist, which made the important discovery about the regulations of the blood pressure and the functions of the heart. He also develops the technique to measure the blood pressure and describe the concept of the cardiac output, which is the volume of the blood pumped by the heart per minute. There are the three main components of the cardiovascular system, which are heart, blood vessel, and blood. Now we'll talk about the heart. The heart is located at the center of the cardiovascular system, which is a powerful muscular organ located at the chest. It also acts as a pump that contracts and relaxes rhythmically, propelling the blood throughout the body. So the heart consists of the four chambers, two atria and the two ventricles. The atria receive blood returning from the body or lungs, while the ventricle pump the blood out to the various of the body.
Blood cell. Blood cells play a crucial role in the transportation of oxygen, nutrient, hormone, waste product to and from different tissue and organ in our body. Hence, our blood cell consists of fixed components, which are 55% of plasma, 0.01% of platelets, 41% of red blood cell, and 4% of white blood cell. In the field of hydraulic, the term blood vessel refers to the study of the flow characteristic of blood within the circulatory system using principle and concept from the fluid dynamic. Blood vessels possess compliance and elasticity, allowing them to expand and contract in response to change in blood pressure. So this behavior helps regulate blood flow and maintain steady pressure. In hydraulic system, compliance and elasticity are often observed in flexible hoses or tubes, which can expand and contract based on the fluid pressure, like as shown in the figure. Atherosclerosis is one of the examples where the plaque is built up from cholesterol, fatty substance, and cellular debris formed within the wall of the blood vessel. In cardiac disease, atherosclerosis often affects the coronary arteries, which supply blood to the heart muscle. This plaque build-out narrows the arteries and reducing the blood flow to the heart. Blood clots is also one of the conditions which will lead to cardiac disease. If a clot forms in a coronary artery, it can block blood flow to the heart, resulting in a heart attack. Blood clot can also form in other arteries, which will lead to stroke or peripheral artery disease. There are four types of blood group. The first one is group A, with anti-B antibodies in plasma, A antigen in red blood cell. The second one is group B, with anti-A antibodies in plasma, B antigen in RBC. While for group AB, there is non-antibodies in the plasma, with A and B antigen in red blood cell. Lastly is group O, with two antibodies in plasma, which are A and B, and non-antigen in the red blood cell. Recipients and donor blood type can determine through, like for example, for group A, it has anti-B antibodies, meaning that they cannot receive the blood from group B and AB, and they can only receive blood from group A and O. From the table, you can see two types of races for all blood type. For positive, it's referred to RBC which carry the D antigen. Meanwhile, for negative, it's described RBC that do not carry the D antigen.
Hence, what are the causes of the cardiovascular system unhealthy to the human? Several factors can contribute to an unhealthy cardiovascular system. Here are some common causes. Firstly is the obesity. For example, excess red particular abdominal fats can lead to various cardiovascular risk factors, including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and insulin resistance. Obesity also increases the workload on the heart. Secondly is the poor diet high in saturated and trans fat. Cholesterol, sodium, and added sugar can increase the risk of the developing cardiovascular disease. This can lead to build-up of the pancreas in the artery and narrow them and reduce the blood flow. Thirdly is the high blood pressure. Prolonged elevated blood pressure, which is the hypertension, puts strain on the blood vessel and the heart. It can lead to the development of the condition such as coronary artery disease and the kidney disease. Of the cardiovascular system, it contributes to the release of the stress hormone, potentially leading to a long-term cardiovascular problem. Lastly is the tobacco uses. Smoking or exposure to the secondhand smoke damage blood pressure and increase the risk of the atherosclerosis. Smoking also reduces oxygen level and promote blood clotting, all of which are harmful to cardiovascular health.
This is Soh. He is a standard white-collar worker, putting in long hours from 9 to 6 and occasionally pulling overnights. His current way of living is taxing and time-consuming. His hectic workload and erratic eating habits have left him feeling anxious and worn out. Soh stayed up all night to finish the project, and now he's running late for work.
A few moments later. Moments later. Two hours later. PM. The next morning.
Sudden cardiac arrest (SCA) is a life-threatening emergency where the heart suddenly and unexpectedly stops beating. It occurs due to an electrical malfunction in the heart, disrupting the normal pumping action. Immediate medical attention is crucial for survival. The symptoms of sudden cardiac arrest include sudden loss of consciousness, the person collapses without warning, losing consciousness within seconds, absence of breathing or abnormal gasping, breathing ceases or becomes irregular, characterized by gasping for air. Absence of pulse. There is no detectable pulse, making the person unresponsive. However, before a sudden death arrest happens, someone who always works at the night shift and has anxiety and insomnia are likely to show three signs. In the middle of the night while working overtime or studying, chest or left arm discomfort as if a hand is gripping the heart. This indicates insufficient blood flow to the heart. It is crucial to rapidly locate a flat surface and take deep breaths. If you have a lot of mood swings after strong feelings and then feel tightness in your chest and trouble breathing, like a heavy stone is pressing on your chest and making you feel like you are suffocating, this could be a sign of heart failure. At this time, you shouldn't lay down. Sit up straight, let your arms and legs hang normally, and slowly calm down, letting your emotion go as you do so. The third sign is a severe headache that comes on suddenly, along with ringing in the ears, cool sweats, and a blackout in front of the eyes. In this case, you should hold on to something stable nearby, lay down slowly, and call 999 emergency services right away. My field of study, aquatic science, can be related to the medical field in terms of pharmacology, such as the relationship between aquatic biodiversity and medicinal potential for cardiovascular health. Aquatic ecosystems host a diverse range of organisms, some of which possess compounds with potential medicinal property. Researchers are exploring marine organisms for substances that could be used in the development of cardiovascular medications. The study of aquatic biodiversity contributes to the discovery of novel therapeutic options for managing cardiovascular diseases. For instance, the omega-3 and 3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, are found in seafood, especially fatty fish, supplements, and concentrated pharmaceutical preparations. Long-term prospective cohort studies consistently demonstrate an association between higher intakes of fish, fatty fish, and marine and 3 fatty acids, or higher levels of EPA and DHA in the body, and lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease, especially coronary heart disease and myocardial infarction, and cardiovascular mortality in the general population.